Today I'm going to do a quick video of my workshop. It's been a long time coming. I got my basement finished like a month ago, but I do have all my equipment in for me to work 100% from home. So the video will just be a quick overview of what I did with the space, all my equipment that I have in here, and what I actually do for a living. So stay tuned to the video, and I hope you like it.
Put it on cruise control.
Alright, so before we get to the video, definitely if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit that. Also, give me a thumbs up because I'm trying to do this new YouTube thing. So definitely, one of the biggest things that I did with the basement is just open it up as much as possible, and also let me work from home. But I got two things before you even walk into the space. You'll see something that's pretty amazing to me. One is a big achievement, and the other one is just something that's just eye-catching. So here we go. Alright, so the first thing you'll see is these glass doors that I put in. This gives a good pop. You see my embroidery machines in the back, you see my thread that's up top and everything like that, with my logo and a mat just showing my Instagram and my website. But even before you even go through the doors, I have a little display area. If anybody knows, I had a couple canes put into the Smithsonian Museum. So this is something that I just want to cherish. Let my kids know that I did something very special, something that's going to be passed on over history, and something I'm really looking forward to showing with everybody in the future. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is walk in to these double glass doors, which is very cool. They even close by themselves. Alright, so I got a big open space, couple embroidery machines and everything like that. So I guess that'd be the first thing that I go over is my embroidery machines. Alright, so I'll just do a quick pan of the room at the moment. I know everybody wants to know what type of machines I have, embroidery machines and everything like that. I always get that question on Instagram or on Facebook or anything like that. So I guess I can start with that. This one right here is actually my baby. This is the first embroidery machine I ever had. I got this in 2015. So I've been doing it for like 5 to 6 years of actually embroidery, but overall I've been in the business for 9 years. So started with vinyl cutter and everything like that. So my first embroidery machine was a Racoma. If everybody can look it up, Racoma is a good starting brand if you're looking into doing embroidery. They're a good company to start off with, but if you start doing your research and start looking into things that you're trying to do with the embroidery machine, I recommend you just doing your research, because if you see, all three of these are my Racomas, but these right here are my big boys, which are SWFs. But at the end of the day, they do exactly the same thing. With these, obviously you see they're smaller. They do one thing at a time. So if I have one hat, one jacket, one shirt, I can only do one over here. But on these over here, this is a 6-head machine. This is a 4-head machine. So I can do 6 of the same things at one time on this machine. And this one would do 4. So when I do big group orders, these are the two machines that I'm mostly working on, before I can get things done faster. So put one on here, 6 things can get done at one time, versus putting it on here, have to put it on there 6 different times. So like I said, embroidery machines, they cost a lot, but at the end of the day, this is what makes me money. So I'm willing to spend my money on embroidery machines, because at the end of the day I get a good return on what I do. Alright, under my embroidery machine, I have some vinyl and I have twill. Vinyl is for mostly t-shirts or anything like that. If you want to print, cut out a logo or anything like that, you do it with vinyl. And twill is what I mostly deal with, is actually what I actually put on jackets. So if you look closely on this, this is twill, but it's placed down with stitching. Therefore, I don't have to do a whole stitch. I can just actually put this piece down and then stitch over the edges, and it can actually be nice and crisp. Alright, so in my work area, besides my embroidery machines, like I said, the first thing I ever started with was a vinyl cutter. This is actually my second vinyl cutter. All of them do the same thing. This one is a little quicker and a little more, it won't break down on you. So this is a GCC vinyl cutter, and it does well for me. I had it for at least like 5 years now also. But my first one is broken. It's upstairs in the garage, but that's what I mostly use. This is my computer setup. I do use Apple. I had a lot of trouble with Windows just because they tend to crash over time, but with Macs they don't crash, they'll slow down on you, but at the end of the day I'd rather it slow down than crash on me. So this is where I usually watch or look at my emails. This is where I'm usually designing things or customizing, as you see my website going across. This is where I have what I'm working on for today. So right now I have a group order of 28 jackets that I'm working on, and that's pretty much where I can look and to see that I'm getting everything right. Another big purchase that I made a couple years ago that changed my life with this machine right here. This is an aisle line cutter. It cuts multiple twill. So like I said, with that jacket right there, I can cut one layer or I can cut multiple layers. So if I needed to place multiple layers or multiple colors, I can do that. So this is one example right here. So this is a Greek letter, the delta symbol. I cut the white out and then I cut the red on top. Therefore I won't have to put down two different pieces, but it saves a lot of time, and obviously it makes me a lot of money because the more time I have, the more time I have to actually make other items. So these are all the hoops that goes with my embroidery machines. All the tan ones are for my SWF. All the green ones are for my Racoma machines. This big machine right here is a printer cutter. So if anybody knows about banners or signs or anything of that nature, stickers, this is what this machine does. So I don't use it too often. I do print a couple things for myself, but not too much for customers, but something I'm looking forward to actually using a lot more, because there's a big purchase, but like I said, it's just not what I usually do, mostly on my embroidery machines, but something I'm looking forward to actually using a little more. Let's see, other than that, I do have a heat press. I would recommend anybody who's starting out and get a vinyl cutter, get a heat press. That's where I started out. I started making t-shirts, then I ended up buying an embroidery machine, and my business took off after that. So always start a little slower than what you're thinking you're gonna do, and once you start getting that recognition and everything like that, you can actually start investing in yourself a little more. So these are a lot of blank jackets. If anybody orders, I can able to just pull one down and put whatever they want on there. So I got a couple items that I sell a lot. These are jerseys, these are camo jackets, and these are lined and satin jackets. Something that I mostly do every day or in between these two. Line jackets and satin jackets. In this corner, basically just all my supplies, cleaning supplies, all my boxes or shipping labels and things of that nature I put over here. But I do have a big storage unit that I put all my incoming items or things that I don't want to just throw on the floor. So I keep it clean in those bins. So this is pretty much a quick overview. If anybody wants me to go in depth with what I actually do, or things that you would like to learn about the business, just let me know. I'm looking forward to getting into this YouTube a little more. Actually want to post at least 2 videos a week. That's my goal. I'm a big goal-oriented person, so if I set my goals, most likely I'm going to try to achieve them or pass by that achievement. So again, thank you anybody for tuning into the video. I appreciate it. Like I said, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button. It's just going to encourage me to do better and give you guys more content besides my Instagram. But if you haven't followed me, please follow my Instagram. It's @cruisecontrol, and I'll put that link in the description and above one of these areas over here. All right, appreciate you. Thank you.
If it's switching, I'm gonna put it on cruise control.